What's going on, nation? Welcome to another extreme collaboration. I'm here with the Anabolic Aliens. They're gonna be taking us through an arm workout today. Gonna hit biceps and triceps and finish up with some core. So this is Mike Rosa, Eric Q. Guys, fill us in on the workout so we can get started.
All right, so like you said, we'll be doing triceps, biceps, and ending with the core circuit. So the rep range is 7, 7, 7, 5. So 4 sets, and the rest period is roughly for the first 3 sets, 1 minute and 30 seconds, and for the final set, which is your strongest set, 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
Make sure you make use of your time when you're recovering so you can push as much weight as possible and just hit those numbers you want to hit and just kill the weight.
And if you need a spotter throughout this, try to have someone in the gym come find you and spot you, or if you have to drop the weight mid-set, that's okay. It's all about pushing yourself to the max. So make sure you stay tuned for the routine card so you can see all the sets and reps. Alright, so before we do arms, I always like to do a little bit of a warm-up. You guys know my shoulder breakers. I'm going to go back and forth like this, probably like 10 to 11 times, and then go a little heavier on the bungee and do it again. And you don't have to do these traditional warm-ups, especially on routines like arms. A lot of the times you can get away with just doing a few warm-up reps before jumping into the set, but for me personally, I like to do this because it just loosens up my shoulders and I feel much better going through the sets. Just to make sure everything is nice and loose, we don't get any injuries in this workout, we all decided to do 2 sets of 12 to 15 reps of regular dips, full range of motion, all the way down, all the way up. Make sure you're nice and loose. So what are you putting on your wrists?
I put it on wrist wraps.
Looks like an accessory that girl would wear.
No. Extra support.
Mine looks more weight kind of girl, you're just going to wrap it all around.
Yeah, I mean, the more wraps it has, the more it's for girls.
To be honest, it's just so I can wear more black and green.
Look at, mine doesn't need any wraps. It's just all Herman.
So he's pushing more weight today, huh?
Scott Herman exposed, he actually uses wrist wraps.
Well, you know, Mark, I'm friends with Mark Bell. Obviously, he's a BSN athlete too. And he sent me these a while ago. I just haven't had a chance to try them out yet. But, you know, the Anabolic Aliens are going to be wrapping their wrists. I want to fit in, you know? So first exercise, what are we doing? We're doing the dips first?
We're doing weighted dips, yep.
Nice.
So we're 7 reps.
All right. How much are you going to start off with?
We're going to start off with 2 plates.
So we have to do everything Mike does. Mike's the power lifter. He actually had his first meet a little while ago. How'd it go?
First meet, I won best bench press by body weight, and I came in first in my division.
That's awesome, man. Congratulations.
Awesome. Thank you. For the weighted dips, you want to focus on getting your arms at least at a 90-degree angle and really making sure your hands are firm on the bars, or they're going to bend backwards and actually cause forearm inflammation, which is why I actually wear the wrist wraps. And when you're going down, you have to make sure you really focus on leaning a little bit back so you're not working as much of your chest, but you're working more of your arms.
Mike Rosa exposed, can't figure out how to use a dip belt. Fake plates. Doesn't actually lift. This is all
you want to
synthol.
Which hat, your team? Wait, let's get the engineer over here. Come on, Matt.
I think you guys got it.
Put your chain through. There you go.
Hey, nothing a little teamwork ethics. Jeez.
You guys got to push yourself. You don't know what you're going to do until you actually try it. So that's why on this 4th set, it's okay to fail. You're going for 5 reps, but that's your max range. So if you can get more than that, that means you didn't do enough weight. So keep going up in weight, test yourself, and see what you're made of.
And Mike's right, guys. You're never going to know what you can do until you actually apply yourself and push through any mental barriers that you might have. If you're not good at doing weighted dips, start off with lightweight. Have someone spot you to make sure you're going all the way down and all the way up. And if you get stuck, you can bail on this exercise. You guys can see with Matt right here, he decided to push himself on his last set all the way up on each repetition, and he has a spotter Mike there to help him out just in case.
One more, I got it.
I'm gonna do 3 plates too. I'm gonna add 0.5. Mike's so angry right now. Bam! Benefits of going last.
He's gonna get 4 reps and fail though. And then he'll be like,
No! I'm gonna get pumped! Woo! I used to do this all the time.
let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. You wanna need me? Let's go.
Beach Mike, 0.5 pounds heavier. Really good point, Erica, what I were talking about. If you get on that last set, if you don't have a spotter, you know, you don't have to waste that last rep. If you know, on dips you can bail pretty easy, so if you know you can't get the last rep, do a super slow negative. I did a super slow negative, but I already did 5 reps, so I did a slow negative, just getting off the machine. A little more activation, but slow negative worked too.
Wait, this one's for Bot, ready? The white hand of Saruman.
The white hand of Saruman goes like this.
Let's go! The next exercise is the barbell curl. So again, guys, full range of motion. If the weight is too heavy, take it down and just do it correctly, because you don't want to injure anything. You want to be leaning back too far, you can hurt your back. There's a variety of ways you can actually hurt yourself by doing something simple like a curl.
One thing that happens to a lot of people when they do barbell curls, their forearms get extremely tight and they actually feel pain in their forearms. So a little trick I learned as I've been doing these, when you go on the bar and you put it down, hold on to the bar for an extra 5 seconds and slowly release, and that's what gets rid of that tension. Pain gone.
If you guys are wondering why I do this after I'm done curling, is because when I curl, I can feel my shoulders do that. So what I try to do is reset them after each rep so I don't bring my shoulders in and possibly injure myself.
Come on, get it up.
Don't touch it.
That's that dagger I like. Don't touch my weight. It's like the devil's voice. Can you do that again without the weight in your hands?
No.
It's not the same.
Something else comes out.
Here we go with Mike on his 4th set. He decided to bump the weight to 135. Mike's a real strong dude. You can see that his form is spot on right here. I pushed him a little bit on the last exercise with the triceps because I went first. But that's what this is all about, you know? It is a game. It's supposed to be fun. As long as you're training with proper form, full range of motion, and you're having fun, you can push each other to these kinds of limits. And Mike's just beasting out on these curls. Eric's next up with 115 pounds for 5 repetitions. And again, guys, full range of motion, nice form, all the way up, all the way down. And you'll notice that what we're doing is we're taking a quick break in between each rep to reset our breath to make sure our core is nice and tight. Also, flex your glutes and squeeze and bring it up. And if you need help, have your spotters step in to help you get the weight to the top and then bring it down on your own. For Dagger's last set, he's doing 95 pounds. And again, all the way up, all the way down. Mental focus is key when you're lifting heavy weight. And what I like about Dagger's last set is he takes a minute, gets his breath, gets his mind right, and then goes for that last rep.
Up, 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 up.
Now for my last set, I'm gonna admit I got a bit crazy. I knew I was already fatigued, but I wanted to go after that 135. I knew I was only gonna get 2, maybe 3 reps out of this, but I also knew that I had Mike there to spot me. And Mike's gonna ensure that I go all the way up with each repetition. And what I like best about being spotted by someone who knows what they're doing, you're gonna notice Mike gets the weight to the top and then he stops. And he lets me do the negative. And even though on this last rep, I can barely move the bar, he still helps me get it to the top, and then I do the entire negative myself.
I don't mean a lot of noise, but it's really hard.
You okay, Scott? We're doing a different variation of skull crushers. Instead of using the easy bar or dumbbells, we're gonna be using the barbell. So a little tip that I like to do, just like for the barbell curl, to get rid of forearm tension, I line up my ring fingers exactly on the end of the grooves. And for me at least, it gets away all of that tension on my forearms. It keeps my elbows more close to my body and my shoulders more actually out of the exercise, focusing more on the triceps.
That felt pretty good. It was pretty different than what I normally do. I like the change. I feel like I am hitting my triceps a little harder than using the easy curl bar. That difference from being here with the easy curl and here with the barbell makes a big difference. But he's a smart guy, Mike Rosa. See the monster I created for the last set.
Give me a 45.
Oh! Now you guys are gonna find out why they call it a skull crusher.
A little extra treat for Scott. We're gonna add a 0.52 to start it off. At this point in the workout, you should be feeling fatigued. This is a strength-oriented workout. Each week we are working on increasing our weights. Your muscles have a different pump than they would if you're doing hypertrophy or endurance training. One more.
Solid set. Nice set, bro.
Add that little rest for Scott.
Oh, he just needed a little rest.
This is gonna be more mentally exhausting, so you just gotta pound through it. You know, you're not gonna be feeling the burn like in a hypertrophy workout, but you're gonna be intense the entire time and convince yourself that you are some sort of beast.
I want to point out what Eric's doing. When you row that weight a little more forward, you're incorporating a little more of your shoulders and your chest, but it's also getting more of the medial head of the tricep because you're bringing it to a whole different level. Instead of just working that long head, you're getting a little bit more of that inside of the tricep, aka the medial head.
I got you. Let's go. We're doing this. We're doing it big. Come on, come on. Come on. You got it, you got it. Come on, come on, come on, come on. One more, one more. You got one more. Up, 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 up. There. That's what I call multitasking. You're welcome, Internet. What are you doing?
I'm just getting ready for my next set. I'm gonna need a little help.
Folks, it just got real.
I know you guys might be thinking that I'm going a bit over the top in this video, but having the Anabolic Aliens there and pushing me and us pushing each other really helped me get inside my head and just take away all mental barriers that I had for myself. I'm bumping up the weight, I'm pushing as hard as I can, I'm feeling the burn, and I'm loving it.
That face, though. That face.
He's going first next exercise.
Okay, hold on.
The next exercise is the dumbbell single arm crossbody curl. You guys can see Eric has his arms swung out in front of his body, and if you watch Matt right here, you'll notice that at the top of the movement, he's turning his hand out for maximum bicep activation. So you're not just bringing the dumbbell up and then letting it drop down. Mike and I are using the same weight, so we decided to go at the same time as well. And if you pay really close attention, you can tell that our grunts are in unison. Some bro time going on right here.
Just helping out a bro.
For the last set, Dagger and Eric bumped their weights up. We got Matt with 35, Eric's doing 45 pounds. And I'm sure you guys have noticed by now that as the set cards come out, each person has their own color. Mike is silver, I'm having red, Matt has blue, and Eric has yellow. And that's so you guys can kind of track along as the workout video progresses, and you can see exactly how much weight we're lifting with each set, where we start off and what we end with. Because I know a lot of you guys watching these videos are coming from different levels of fitness, and I want you to see that anybody can do this workout. All you have to do is push yourself.
My forearm sometimes gives out before my actual bicep in this exercise. And then a little trick I do, if my forearm's giving up before my bicep, I actually put my hand on the actual end of the weight, so it's balancing, it's taking it away from my forearm and putting all the emphasis on my bicep.
Your turn, Mike.
Oh, it's how light this is. It's just too light.
He's making this a challenge.
Mike, grab one up him. No, we're gonna match him?
He's not gonna go for the 60.
We don't match, we go up.
I want the 60.
Yes. Uh-oh. This is turning into a little game right here.
At this point in the workout, Mike and I are just having a great time. And that's how it should be in the gym. You're supposed to be able to go to the gym and work as hard as possible and feel tired like you want to throw up and pass out and lay on the floor. But if you can't do that and have fun, what's the point of lifting and making gains? Find someone you can have fun with.
Good set.
The next exercise is the dumbbell tricep press, and this is more than just bringing the weight up and bringing it back down. You're actually pushing the dumbbells into each other as hard as you can as you go up and as you go down with the movement. And you want to make sure you have very strict form. It's very easy to bring your shoulders and chest into the exercise, especially as you start to fatigue. So make sure you pay attention to what I'm about to say.
When you guys do this exercise, you should basically look like this. You don't want to be doing hands up here and pressing like that, because that's going to bring a lot more chest. If you think about a close grip bench press, you're grabbing here and you're coming here, and you're going below your sternum when you press, so that you look like this. What does this look like? It looks like a dip, right? It's the same range of motion. So with this exercise, hold your dumbbells together, but you should be coming here and pushing off your torso like that.
For Matt's last set, he bumped the weight up to 50 pounds, and as you guys can see, even though it's his last set, he's doing 5 repetitions. He's maintaining that strict form, bringing the dumbbells all the way down with nice controlled motions, and then pushing back up. Even right here where he has to fight it, he gets it to the top, and then slows it down for that negative, and then moves on. When you get to the top of the movement, don't just bring the weight down and then throw them on the ground. Control that last rep, because if you don't, it's like you're doing 4.5. You're skipping the negative and you're skipping on gains. And look at Eric right here, powering through. That's the kind of stuff I like to see. Now, for Mike's last set, he decided to bump up to 100-pound dumbbells. And I knew I wasn't going to be able to do those, but I was pretty psyched that he was able to jump up that high. This is a really hard exercise, especially after being so fatigued from all the other movements. I was really impressed with his weight.
It's not going to be a clean set if I try to match him on this exercise. So
There's no shame in dropping the weight.
no shame.
So for my last set, I decided to stick with 90-pound dumbbells. It was a weight that I knew I could do at least 5 repetitions with. At this point, my arms are starting to fatigue a lot, as yours should be if you're doing this workout. And I also knew that Mike would be there if I needed him for a spot. So nice, controlled, slow negative. And that's a hard thing to want to do when you're already fatigued. Nobody wants to do slow negatives when you're about to fail out. But you need to do them because it's the only way the gains are going to come. So nice, clean reps, nation. Get as many as you can.
Last exercise, guys, so we're gonna be doing wide curls. So the wider you grip on a curl, the more inside part of the bicep you work. And this is our last bicep exercise, so we're about to kill it right now.
What I really like about this exercise is you cannot cheat on this exercise. You got both arms working, so you really have no extra push from any other muscle. So you're really isolating the biceps. And what people don't understand is you're actually working the opposite side of the peak of the bicep. A lot of people just train for the peak. This time you're training to make it more look symmetrical for both arms and make it look bigger overall.
Exercises like this where there's a lot of isolation, I feel like that's where a lot of people, they go too heavy, you know, and then they're afraid to look weak, curling lighter weight.
For Eric's last set, he bumped it up to 35 pounds. Not much weight needed, guys, once again for this workout. But as you can see, he's beasting through every single rep. You can see the pump in his biceps. You can see the veins bulging. So you know he's doing it right.
Swear the left wasn't coming up that time.
40s for the shorties.
For Mike's last set, he bumped up to 40 pounds. And I want you to really pay attention to his form here. He's not just dropping the dumbbells, he's controlling them on the way down, and he's holding them away from his body. The goal here is to focus on the inside head of the bicep. So if you're just dropping the weight and not getting that mind-muscle connection where you need it, you're not going to feel the exercise to its maximum potential. For my last set, I decided to jump to 35 pounds. 5 repetitions here. Again, bringing the dumbbells out away from the body, not letting them drag down your side and hit your leg. And what you're going to start noticing in a minute is my right arm is starting to give out. But that's okay. It was giving out on the last set before this, but I got Mike there to help me out to make sure I get all the repetitions done with good form. And then it's always still up to me to do that slow negative on the last repetition.
Now that the arm workout's over, we're gonna move on to abs. But this is going to be an ab workout focused more on core strength and stability. What we're going to be doing is a circuit of 3 exercises, 8 reps for each. And it's going to be hanging leg raises, hanging windshield wipers, and hanging flutter kicks.
We decided to let Mike go first for the ab circuit. 3 rounds, 3 exercises, only resting 60 to 90 seconds between rounds. First exercise, hanging windshield wiper. For this exercise, you want to keep a slight bend in your elbows as you go side to side. That's going to help you with stability and allow you to get your legs in front of your body. As soon as you finish, moving on to the toe to bar. For this exercise, you don't want to just hang under the bar and have your shoulders relaxed. You want to kind of bring your torso up a little bit, keep your shoulders tight, your glutes and your core tight. That way you don't swing too much as you go up and as you go down. And as soon as you finish 8 repetitions there, you're going to go into flutter kicks. And it's a 1-1 count. So you're doing a total of 16 reps, but 8 per side. Push through these as hard as you can because as soon as you're done, you get to rest and then you're going to hit it 2 more times.
Oh, starting to swing. Hop back up. This is from yesterday.
Anabolic Aliens!
This is also
Anabolic Aliens!
moving on.
It's okay.
That's not easy. That's not easy.
Good job, man. It's good. The Hermanites want to see, you know, if you get tired.
This is raw. That's not easy.
The good thing about his set is he got stuck on the first exercise, but he didn't give up on the rest. And I think that's important for the community to see, you know, just move through it.
One little tip he noticed about, he said he was swinging, right? One little tip to stop your swing is the more you engage your core, the less you're actually gonna rock.
Now, because there's 3 of us working out right now, Matt had to duck out a bit early. He had to leave. He had somewhere he had to be. But because there's 3 of us, instead of taking a 60 to 90 second break, what we're doing is just going one after the other as fast as we can. That's going to be about 60 to 90 seconds, possibly a little more. And again, guys, with this exercise, try to rotate as far as you can. Keep a slight bend in your elbows. Keep your core nice and tight. And when you move on to the toe to raise, same exact thing. Keep your core nice and tight, flex your glutes, get a little bit of tension in your shoulders so you don't swing too much, and bring your toes all the way up to the bar. And as soon as you finish there, you're going to end it with those flutter kicks, and you're going to push it as hard as possible. But before that happens, I have to burp.
There's that NO explode.
Now for the flutter kicks, guys, keep your core nice and tight, hold your legs out in front of you, fight the burn, fight the hands, and get it done.
Now that was an anabolic alien workout. That was really good, guys.
I'm sore as hell.
I don't know what to feel right now.
My arms are dead. My bis, my tris, my core. I mean, having to hang on to that bar after doing all that grip work, and you guys saw it every single set, like, we're squeezing as hard as we could to get all the curls and presses in. And then Mike's like, yeah, we'll just finish up with abs and hang on to that bar.
Get that core in.
Get that core engagement. And that's actually what I like best about these collaborations. It gets me a chance to get outside of my own world and try something new. For those of you who watch all of my videos, I do a lot of high rep stuff, so switching it to low reps was different, you know. I enjoyed us all pushing each other, trying to bust Mike's balls. I mean, Mike...
Always up in 5.5 pounds.
I knew Mike was going to come in, and I knew he was going to be strong. So I'm like, I just got to get him where I can. It's the only saved face I'm going to have in this video.
Gotta get in his head.
Yeah, trying to get in his head, you know?
Next time he's going first.
Oh yeah.
Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. If you want to see more from the Anabolic Aliens, be sure to leave a comment in the comment section below. So, what do you guys have any more plans for this year of things you want to do and bring to the Hermanites?
Competing early summer in physique with this guy here, hopefully.
And then and then we're talking about, we're going to compete in physique and then we're going to go head to head on some deadlifting.
First one to 600.
We're gonna actually put together a program. Mike has his own program they did for deadlifting. They said it worked really well. Got me very interested. So I'm gonna have a hard time doing physique with you and then a power. Like it's two totally different angles. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go like Super Saiyan just to keep up. But it's gonna be good. The point of these collaborations is to bring you guys new information and get you to change the way you're training, introduce you some great guys, and these two guys are great. So
Very sweet.
for more tips, they're also on the website, muscularstrength.com. For more tips, exercises, meal plans, and recipes, be sure to join us there and in the forum section. What's your maximum output? Now the flex off begins. 10 seconds of flexing.
I can't see my traps. You're lucky. You're so lucky. Booty shot.